Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This is line to left. Upton is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. In now, Edward Otto.
Edward Otto.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Chad
Designated
Hutton.
hitter, Chad Hudson.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Here it comes. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
Over to the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. 3-1. Here it is. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Center fielder number 6.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Here's the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A dangerous changeup to miss high with. It stayed out of the zone.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible.
And Colon fires this one right by his catcher. That'll be a wild pitch. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. 3-0 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And now a balk is going to be called here. He didn't wait till he got set, and that may make things a little easier for them to score that run. He moves up to third now with 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Lined hard to the left side. Foul. A man on third with 2 down. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. The next 3-2. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Riding in once again, Ian Desmond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Offline throw, but a good job of getting back to the bag as the side. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy.
And leading off for the Halo, third baseman, Ryan Healy.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Batting sixth.
Here's Melvin Upton Jr. now.
Melvin Upton Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Lindor takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting seventh.
Stepping up to the plate,
fielder,
Jake Peters.
Jake Peters.
Paxton's ready. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He's clearly looking on the outside half right there. The check swing means he recognized that ball pretty good.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Now, Matt, that was a fastball. He had to have made up his mind that he's going to swing as soon as he releases it. That wasn't it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is. Digging in to try it again. Freddie Freeman. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Machado is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Machado.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's such a good hitter. You don't see him miss pitches that are right there in a good hitter's location very often.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Ready with the 2-2. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Gattis. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Gattis.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Ready for another chance. Steve Pearce. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he bangs it into center field for a base hit. Digging in for his second at bat, Edward Otto. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. 0-1, here it comes. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Upton racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Stepping up now, Chad Hutton.
Designated hitter, Chad Hudson.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. In to score, the runner from third. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Now at the plate, Jake Marisnick. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And no advance. It's ball one. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Carlos Torres is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And I believe a balk is going to be issued here as he never came fully set. And now what else could go wrong this inning? He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Tyrone Pollard. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Tyrone Pollard.
High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. 1 away. Catcher Jared Saltalamacchia is in now.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
And he'll step off. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
That pitch was way out of the zone. Looks like he's decided in his mind, as soon as he releases, I'm swinging.
And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 1.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out toward second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Francisco Lindor.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Very high, 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Upton has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now.
Right
Ian
fielder.
Desmond. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Trout. Still ranging back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
First baseman, number
Here's the
4.
first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Upton, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Now at the plate, Evan
Up next for the
Gattis.
Giants.
0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Evan Gattis.
First pitch on its way. And I believe perhaps a balk has been called here. Yes, it has. And that's going to move the runner up to third now with still just 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
You know what? That ball's right down the middle. I think he was taking first pitch, just really trying to measure.
MLB Network has baseball from the Emerald State. Safeco Field in Seattle. Ought to be a good one here between the American League's Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dyson's there. He's got it one away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. This guy has world-class speed, guys. He can fly. I love watching him run. So if you like watching a guy take over a game with his legs, he's your guy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Alex Bregman stands in as he looks at a called strike. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Summersgill's a little notorious for having a wide zone. Really frustrating for hitters. I saw one guy turn around at him one day and yell, "Is this a picnic table or is it a plate?" Yeah, he was tossed before he finished the sentence.
Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 2-2 offering. And a fastball just a bit high.
This is a really good at-bat. This is the kind that you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, "Great AB, man, great AB."
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now.
Batting third, second base.
Now at the plate, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Just getting started here in Seattle. Way out in front.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. That's a swinging curveball that's down. But a superstar player like him not catching up to it, you got to pump your chest right there, feel good about your pitch. That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Gerard Dyson.
Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. A quick out number one.
Batting second.
Gene Segura standing in. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. 1 for 5. First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Segura turns and goes to second.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will beat the throw to McCann. Safe at home plate.
Appeared to be a risky try for the plate on that play, but our show track technology shows us here it was his great wheels that made all the difference. Would have been a completely different outcome if it weren't for the impressive top speed turned in by the runner.
Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Seager will wait on the 1-0. Swinging a soft liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Oh, you're so frustrated as a pitcher. You make the perfect pitch, you jam him, and he's still strong enough to fight it off to put it in the outfield for a hit.
Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Here it is. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We'll head to inning number 2 here at Safeco. The Mariners are on top, 1-0. Stepping into the box, Carlos Beltran. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Junior Guerra, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Cubs, left fielder, number 12.
And we are underway from Milwaukee as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that one misses as well. So it's a poor start here this afternoon as it's a 4-pitch walk to get things going.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald's strike zone is pretty ordinary, pretty basic. Now, sometimes it's tough to figure out, and that's when you get frustrated with him. There's not a whole lot of flash, but you just want him. Be consistent. Pick one side or the other. That's where guys get frustrated.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. And now a jump throw against his body. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is big Chris Bryant. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And that's in there for a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this ball hits the first base bag. And they won't get an out here, but the trade-off will be that by hitting the bag, it may very well have prevented a run from scoring.
Batting fourth, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
A man on third with 2 down. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1. A 0 for the Cubs to start the game. The Brewers coming to bat next. You're watching MLB Network. Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Harold, any thoughts?
Man, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jonathan Villar.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think the sinker ball is the toughest pitch to hit because you're told all the time to look down for a ball, and every pitcher's told to get it down. But then when you start to swing and the ball sinks even more, that's when you get ground balls. So you got to go there with a real good game plan of making him get that ball up, which he knows he's not trying to do. It's a tough battle.
Orlando Arcia is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, left fielder, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Grounded to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We are still scoreless. Here's Javier Baez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Javier Baez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops. High in the air out to center field.
Broxton's under it.
And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Brewers line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Orlando Arcia. You talk about the complete package at shortstop. This kid can hit, turn a fastball around with the best of them, but man, does he have range and make plays.
Here's Addison Russell. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Santana is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Seventh, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Into the box, Jason Hayward. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Pitch on the way. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that one stayed too low apparently. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball up in the zone, but it's strike three called, and the inning is over. Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Zach Greinke is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6.
And this is fouled straight back. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Late square, and this is popped up. And Iannetta able to get rid of it quickly as he makes the play to first to snuff out the bunt. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Everybody knows this is a hitter's ballpark. You hit a ball in the air, it's going to carry. You hit a ball on the ground, it's going to get through. But the key to hitter's ballpark is don't try to do too much. You know the pitcher's going to nibble. And you don't have to touch it. Just reach out and put it in play, and the ball can carry. So contact is the key to hitting in a hitter's ballpark.
Into the windup and the pitch. Zach Cozart comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl doesn't get a lot of complaints from players or coaches about his strike zone. He calls a good zone, and more importantly, he's consistent.
Here's one that misses to the Cincinnati shortstop. It's 2-0 now. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman number 19, Joey.
Standing in, Joey Votto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here. 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a nice take right there. You don't get too excited about somebody taking a pitch, but a changeup right there in that situation with 2 strikes, that's good hitting.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Grounded back up the middle. Owings is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Good work there by Zach Greinke. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Anthony DeSclafani will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do we need to know here, HR?
Matt, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
Digging in, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Now the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1-1.
And this will be fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Cozart is there. And he's retired, 1 away. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Jake Lamb standing in now. His career line against DeSclafani, he's 0 for 9. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 delivery. Curveball that time, not even close.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. And he misses again, ball 3.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. In there, no balls and a strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so